everybody to another video. I don't usually do videos like this. If you've seen my channel, it's always more positive, kind of uplifting videos, always praising companies for their amazing work and their amazing products, and I always try and stay clear of bad products because I don't want to be known as a negative person who's always seeking out problems and negativity to create content. But sometimes it's just gotta be said. Today we're talking about my RODD and gun boots. So there's a whole story behind these. I've created a positive review about them when I received them, and as always, if anything bad happens, I will follow up with a video to talk about it. But it has to be something really bad for it to receive a video. Yeah, so here we are. It's bad. So originally I bought these boots back in, I think it was February this year. About after, it was the middle of February when I got these. 2 weeks later when I started my role in my new position at my new job, these split. Alright, so these split along the seam where the toe, where the actual top of the boot meets the heel. These split, which as you can see, they've done again. They have split. It's actually the leather that has split on them. So it's not the fact that the stitching has come apart, it's that the leather has completely, it's like peeled. Now, when they first did this, and they said to me, oh, it's because you haven't been conditioning them. You need to condition them and keep them from getting wet. So you need to put this anti-wet spray on them. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. The leather's dried out and has, fallen apart and ripped. Okay, yeah. So they sent me out a new pair as like a goodwill gesture, like, oh yeah, sorry about that. We'll fix this for you. And oh, sweet, everything's all good. 3 weeks after that, the actual side of this boot had completely split away from the heel. It had completely fallen apart. So I just glued it, and the glue seems to be the $3 super glue I got from where I work. The $3 super glue is holding better than the glue they used on these $300 boots. I'm not a negative person, but you just get to the point where you're like, I spent that much money on these boots, I'm on my second pair and these ones are falling apart in a different place. So these are splitting and falling apart, so I just glued it. Okay, whatever. Third problem now comes along. I take out the inner sole, like the little sole of the boot, just to see why it's getting stuck to my socks every time I take my feet out. This is a video of these soles. Look at that. It has completely fallen apart and was actually gluing itself to my sock. So my sock was covered in this inner sole that had deteriorated and stuck to the sock I was wearing and was generating its own hole. So now I've just got these little blue inner soles in there, like little shoal ones. These are great. These are for actual work boots for persistent wearing. They're really, really good. And then I came home on the weekend and I moisturized them and I put the spray on them. I spent like an hour cleaning these boots, making them look good. I went over and wiped them with a damp cloth to get all the dirt and salt off because it rained a little bit. So I put the new spray on them. I made them look really good. I got home on Saturday and that first issue that happened has happened again. It has completely split again where the toe is. And then I was just curious to myself, where are these boots made? So they're the Dundee Militaries 45, yeah. Leather upper, fabric, leather lining, rubber outer sole, made in China. So I'm paying $300 for an Australian boot. That company, Rod and Gun, are representing themselves as an Australian-made company, but they're made in China. That is insane. I did get these for half price, but usually that means the quality of them should still be $300. That is insane to think. Now, I've made up my mind. I want to keep wearing boots like this. I love this design. I love the rubber on the bottom. I love the padding around the back. Don't get me wrong. The design of these boots are really nice. Some of the materials are great, like that inner material on the inside of the boot is just beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful boot, and I really like them. Like, I love these boots to absolute death. They're such good looking boots. I just wish they were Australian made as one, and two, I wish they were a better quality. So I never ever come on here. I've only ever given one bad review, and that was for that Gerber, the Gerber Bear Grylls folding knife. That's the only bad review I've ever given anything on my channel. Like Rod and Gun, guys, come on. And their website reviews are completely different to their new review, to the actual reviews. This is a side note. I went onto their website and went through their reviews, and they're like a 4-star boot. Everything's like, love them, great quality, great warranty, great, you know, servicing. I'm like, oh, wonderful. Like, yeah. Then I went onto reviews.com, and they're like a 2-star boot, and everyone's saying poor quality, terrible customer service. This is what I'm gonna be doing. In a few months, so I'm just gonna glue this. I'm just gonna glue this problem that's right here. I'm gluing that. What I'm gonna be doing in about 3 months or so, I'm gonna be buying some really expensive ones that pretty much look the same as these, because the Dunda military boot is kind of like a popular design, I found. And then we're gonna be doing a comparison between, like, you know, $600, $800 ones compared to $300 Rod and Gun boots. Now, I swear to God, if Rod and Gun contacts me and is upset that I gave him a bad review, I swear I'm gonna be cranky, because you cannot sell $300 boots, which should be a good price range for high quality, and then complain when people are reviewing it and saying, guys, your boots are falling apart after a few months of wearing. And please do not give me that excuse of, oh no, these boots are meant to be worn at work, or you know 5 days a week for a full-time position. No, they're not made for that. They're for that occasional going out, because you don't sell 300 boots that are meant to be a high quality boot, leather with rubber soles and like all these high-end materials, to be worn once or twice. No, sorry, you don't do that. It breaks my heart, man. And I think everyone knew I love these boots when I got them, because I was creating videos of them. I was showing them off. Like, I was taking photos of these. I was in love with these boots when I got them, and I still am. I'm just disappointed with the quality that I received. I don't want to hear that I wasn't leather caring, because I was leather caring, and my dad has boots from like the 80s or 90s that he's never once polished, he's never once, conditioned, he's never put any special sprays on them. They are like the day he bought them. They are proper leather. This is not. So don't give me that you weren't leather caring them, because I was. Wait. Oh, I've just noticed the heel is splitting. Oh, cool. The heel is coming off of the boot. Look at that. I only just saw that. I don't know if it will show up on camera, but it's splitting from the boot. Again, because it would have been glued. So, how bad must it be? Your whole boot is splitting and falling apart. All you have to do is just use higher quality glue. Your stitching is fine. It's not the stitching. It's your leather is splitting and your glue is falling apart. Go and get some glue from Woolworths, guys. That's what I used, and guess what? It held together. Just get glue from Woolworths. It's better quality than what you guys are using from China. And just use some better leather, even just a little bit better. And you guys have got $300 worth of boots. Not like I could go to Kmart. My Kmart $60 boots lasted longer than these. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, guys. So that is my follow-up on the review of those boots. And as you can tell, I'm very passionately upset. I just wish they were better. I want those boots just at a higher quality, which I will be getting. So stay tuned for that. Rod and Gun, I'm not even going to bother contacting you guys to get better quality or whatever. I don't want another pair, I don't want anything. I just want you guys to just think about people are spending $300 on your stuff and you're giving them $100 worth of quality. Like, if you guys think I'm wrong and you think $300 is a lower price range for an item and I should be spending higher money for the same quality, then let me know in the comments, because if I'm wrong, I want to know. But personally, I feel like $300 is a large amount of money and there should be a quality that comes along with that. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you think I'm an absolute tool for this video, then drop it in the comments below. I want to know if you think I'm wrong or if I'm in the right. Sometimes the lines are blurry and you never know. So drop it in the comments below. Like, dislike the video, considering your opinion on these boots. I hope everyone has a great day. I hate doing these videos. I actually feel horrible and I feel like I'm being mean to the company. But again, it just comes down to my honest opinion and just what I would want different. So again, thank you all for coming out and watching this short little video about the boots. Again, thank you for sticking around listening to me yap and yap and yap and yap and yap, and I forever yap about the same subject again and again. So thank you for listening to my yap, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.